Elvis, tell us about your.
Yes, Prosper. I've lost you.
Yeah. Tell us about your week. Last week, how was it like for you? Challenging. So you tell us one challenging moment and one fun moment, so we can keep it short.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. First of all, allow me to begin with the positive side. Then I will get to the negative side. So last week, it was really fun. We working, having a team, and from the onset we set our goals, and they were really nice, and we started well working together. You see, it was really good. It was really nice. That's what the part I loved about last week. Everyone really stretching out to just see the best out of the group work that we were given. So the challenging moment is just personal from my side. We had some there were some challenges at home, so I had to go and take care of that. So that my challenging moment began from Friday, and the whole of weekend I've been away until yesterday night. That's when I came back. Yeah. So I'm done. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, and we wish you speedy recovery with whatever challenges you are going through right now. Everything will be fine. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
So
you
we
so
move
much.
to allow.
Okay, you want me to go on? Hello, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, right. So
Yeah, I
last
can
week
hear you.
was okay. So last week was a little bit challenging for me in terms that I
Yeah.
didn't really understood what we had to do in terms of modeling. But then one of my teammates, I think Gerald, took his time to explain some concept to me that really helped me in having a good understanding of what we had to do, even though I didn't do much of the project. But then I was able to look through what he did, and from there I got an understanding of what we were supposed to do. So yeah, and fortunately for me, to this week again, we are going to be working with models. So at least now I understand better than last week. So team format we used last week was really helpful. So I really wish would do more of it. So yeah, I think I succeeded in that.
Okay. I think we lost you. Lawal, are you there? Okay. We might have lost Lawal. Stephanie. Stephanie.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Um,
Yes. Sure.
okay, so last week was very, very, very challenging. My dad's sick, he's in the hospital, so I had to juggle between doing this and doing the work, last week's work, and just being there for him. And um, for the first part of the week, it was up to Wednesday where I did the modeling part, it was okay. And then it reached the deployment
Stephanie.
part. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, sure. We can.
Okay, so yes, and it reached the deployment part, and I was a bit struggling.
Yes,
Actually,
we can hear you.
submitted. Let me just be quite frank. Whatever I submitted, I think I'll just get the lowest marks that I've ever gotten because I know that application has an error, and it was really stressful. But I reached out to Emmanuel, and we had like 2 hours of talking about nothing and everything, and it was really nice. And just reaching out to someone and just talking was really helped me get me through that week. And so for this week, I hope it will be different. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. But did you tell us about the exciting thing? I think I didn't quite hear that.
So the exciting thing was just
Okay.
talking to Emmanuel and just talking about Nigeria and the difference between Nigeria and Kenya, and just talking about nothing to do with an academy and just
Mm,
being there for each other. So
interesting.
that was really
Okay. All right. Sure. Bonjour.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
we
hear
can.
you.
So last week was interesting. Last week was a lot of lessons on social interaction, like group work, because it was a smaller group, so you had to get into each other's space definitely. So it was more of a social lesson for me. Um, yeah. The interesting thing. Okay, so like I said, it was about the social thing. It was about the social skills that I picked up last week. Last week when we divided the work, then the next I missed a meeting, a group meeting. Then I came back and everything was done. Everything was allocated and everything was done. It was really nice. I'm not usually the person in the group to hang on coattails, but it was really nice for a first time to just be there to look at what's happening and what's been done. Yeah.
Awesome. I also understand some of your donor partners are not available. Is that true? You can find them.
Is that what me? Is that me?
Yeah, it's actually to you. I think, yeah, to you. I think it would also run for everyone. If your you were you able to find your partner.
I wasn't part of the donut.
Okay. All right. So, Benny,
So good afternoon, guys.
good
So for
afternoon.
me, last week was awesome for me. Um, it was quite easy compared to the rest of the weeks, of course. One thing I didn't like about last week is as when you mentioned, we're on the same team, by the way. As she mentioned, we divided the tasks and um, did it by ourselves. So I wish we had more time to work on the things together. I mean, I have no idea about some part of the project, and I did some portion of the project by myself. So I wish we could have collaborated better, but we didn't have time. So we did what we had to do, but it turned out great anyway. So that was my week. I, I couldn't quite figure out how the donut thing works. I'm paired with Emmanuel, and we're just sending messages, but I couldn't figure out how it works. And today I saw something about posting a selfie or something. I don't know how
Mm.
that's supposed to work. If you can elaborate on that, thank you.
But yeah, sure. Thanks. I think the donut thing was initiated by either um, um, how do I call it? John. I think it was an idea for us to have that pairing done. So maybe that is actually automated in Slack. So you could, I mean, whatever codes that have been run to let that happen. That was why you got a partner randomly. And the selfie picture, I think that was taken during Sebastian's. Yeah, that was last week Friday, right? Yeah, so that's that. Awesome. So we move to Brio. I see Brio Dev. I would have appreciated you editing to have your full name there next time. So Brio, over to you. Brio Dev, can you hear us?
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Um, I don't know what I should say. Okay, I don't know if I should just greet everyone. I hope you're all doing
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're doing
I'm
well.
all,
Yes.
I'm all, okay. So, what should I say? What's the? I'm just
Yeah.
joining
So the
right
question
now,
is,
and
yeah. Tell us about your week two challenges, like one challenge and one fun thing about last week for you. I mean,
ooh,
did you get a question?
okay. uh, yes, I did. And okay, last week was just a learning process like the other weeks have been. Uh, Though, okay, it was exciting at the start, but terrible at the end. So, to, yeah, so, okay, at the start, it was amazing. We did the EDA part and we collaborated with the group members. But towards the end, in the implementing the dashboard, that's where I got a little bit uh, trouble. But, anyways, we managed. Yeah, and it was fun collaborating with my group members. Yeah, coming to know, I didn't even know some of them existed in the Tenacad, but anyways, yeah, I got to know them. Yeah, yeah, that's how it was generally.
Awesome. I think you've been hiding for a while, so you miss out on some of them. Good to hear from you.
No. Okay, thank you.
All right. So we move to memory. So in that order, memory, when you're done telling us about one challenging thing last week and one fun thing, then Nahum takes over. After Nahum, Nathan takes over. After Nathan, then Jeanette takes over. So please keep the order in that format.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
So for me, last week was exciting at the beginning of the week, but towards the end, it was kind of I don't know how to describe it, but kind of hard. More so implementing deploying the model in the Flask application was kind of quite difficult for me. So we submitted what we were able to do. The fun part about it is when we met as a group, I got to know about my teammates, how we compared uh, a lot of aspect between Kenya and Nigeria because my teammates were Nigerians. What else? We were also able to collaborate quite well. Then for the donut, I got paired with BrioDev and we were able to have a meeting. Was it on Monday or Tuesday? I'm not so sure about it. I was able to know what he's doing, where he studies, where he lives. Yeah, some little information about him and how he finds the challenge so far in the academy. Yes, so for me last week, in a nutshell, it was more interesting. And yes, the challenges, I think the joy, actually, what I experienced last week was greater than the challenges that actually occurred to me. Yes, so that was basically my week in a nutshell.
Awesome. Very detailed. Yeah, very detailed. Great. Awesome. So in that order, like I said.
Okay, I guess it's me.
Mhm.
So, good afternoon, everybody. So, speaking of last week, I can say that it was one of the worst in terms of not what I have submitted, but in terms of what I had to go through in order to submit it, because we had too many power interruptions every now and then, and especially on Thursday, we didn't have it at all. Friday is the same thing. So I had to, you know, work on a nearby cafe on Thursday, and the same for Friday. But I was not quite finished with the task, so I had to spend the night somewhere with power, and had to go to my uncle's place where I spend the night and Saturday as well. So I had to go through a lot of trouble thanks to our power corporation. But aside from that, the week was great. We were working in such a cohesive way with my teammates, and overall, it was good in terms of what we have submitted. But aside from that, I had some difficulties. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, yes, we
Okay.
can.
Okay,
We can hear
Prosper.
you.
Good afternoon, everyone. To be speaking about last week, when starting the challenge with my group members, the challenging part was, you know, establishing the ways that how each could of us be how each could approach the challenge. And at first, we didn't know how to contribute him, how each of us could build on that. And after the days went by, I think we understood each other, and we got models, and also I think we understood. I think we understood how each could of us help each other in a lot of ways. And I think for this week we are also helping each other for the new challenge, and we even find some loopholes on the last challenge, and we worked on that, and I'm glad we did. Thanks.
Awesome. Great. Next person, Jeanette. Jeanette. So Jeanette, after you're done, Rufia, then Kevin, and then Abubakar. So Jeanette, can you please hear us? Please unmute.
Yeah, Jeanette is
Okay.
saying that
Oh,
she
she can
can talk.
talk.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can just type that in the chat box. All right, so we move to Rufia. Tell us about one challenging thing for last week and then one fun thing as well.
Hi everyone. I
Hi,
hope can
Rufia.
you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
we can.
Okay, so last week was exciting. I was actually happy it was a group work because it was a lot and it was my first time having anything to do with Iroko. So and I had a teammate that actually knew like enough about it so we could learn from him and we actually splitted the work so it could be easier. Some of us were taking care of the prediction part and somebody was taking care of the Eruku part. And after everything, though we had issues on Friday because of network, we had network issues and power issues. Like someone was totally off for like 2 days, or we were able to do something good, I guess, and we submitted on time actually. So
Awesome. Awesome. I love the fact that you were able to, I mean, delegate tasks based on strength and what each of you could do very well. So that made your work much easier for everyone. Super great. Right. So the next person to talk.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so last week was great. Yeah, one of the challenges I faced was with my system. It could not just connect to the internet, and it was kind of bad. I had to borrow two, three systems from one of my brothers to just use, and then Docker also add to the issue. It was performing sluggishly, but at the long run, I was able to get over that. And the teamwork last week was really a blessing in disguise because without the teamwork, I don't know, I'll not be able to work on the deployment part. So in my team, we delegate each task to one of us. We were three, so One person was handling the dashboard, another person was handling the pipeline, and we have another person handling the deployment. When it was about 2 hours to the deadline, the Heroku would not just work. We were getting application error. 1 hour to the deadline, still not fixed. Deadline passed, not fixed. But the long run, we were able to run through it, fix it, even make it better. Now it's looking a bit okay professionally, I think. And so it was great in total. That's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Happy to hear that. Um, Irrespective of the challenges, you're able to find a way through. And I bet teamwork is always one of the best things we can always ask for. And I'm happy you're making good use of it. Okay, so the next person is Kelvin. Is he on the line?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here. So last week for me was um, more about personal growth, uh, like figuring out we're not all on the same level. Like some of us are a bit more advanced than others, and coming to the realization of that particular aspect, um, and building on the personal terms of in the way of thinking that you need to you need to understand where someone is coming from and the like and their capabilities. Um, but also the other thing that's understanding where someone is coming from, mostly on my part, because maybe I've been surrounded with some people of a certain ability and the like, and I expect that or something of the sort. And once I don't like, okay, basically just personal growth and all that, and realizing how personal groups work and the like, and also trying to offer support to other people. The good thing that's happened is last week I finally watched a film that I've been meaning to watch in a really long time, The Godfather, and I'm really grateful for that.
Great. Super happy to hear that. Okay, so let's go to Adna Hadi. And who else hasn't spoken yet? Okay, I think I've seen. So after Adna, Samuel, if you're unable to speak, just type that in the comments. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
Good
Adna.
afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So last week was well from teamwork perspective, it was great because everybody did their tasks and we all did it perfectly, at least to the best of our knowledge. But the result was maybe quite frustrating at the end. But then I think before the deadline, we were able to sort everything out. And I don't know even I have any of my team members here, but we know what we went through. I've seen one person. We know what we went through, and all glory to God. This is week 6. That's all.
Okay, great. Next person, please. Next person. Okay, Samuel is unable to. So, last person to speak. Who's the last person? So we can. Okay, I think everyone has spoken, right? All right. So, Janet, I understand. Yeah, some of your members kindly tag them after the call. Okay. Or have you tried reaching out to them? Send them a text. Okay, Gerald. Do you have Gerald? Okay, great.
Hello, how are you?
Very well.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, I joined late. Our power went off when everyone was presenting, so I had to be offline.
Great,
But
great to
for
have you back.
me last week, yeah, for me last week we worked as a team. Though on my side, I really had great teammates, but on my side, I didn't contribute as much as I really wanted to. There were things happening here and there, but I still gave it the best that I could, and I'm still doing it. I'm still following up on the work that we did last week, and I'm really grateful for the team members, other people in the 10 Academy who really like stepped up when you wanted to ask them a question or you wanted. Some people can, like yesterday, I just woke up and then somebody from 10 Academy was like, "Hello, hi, how are you doing? Is there any problem?" And I didn't expect that, so I'd really say that it's been fun.
Great. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for making time. Today we just wanted to go in depth, speaking with all of you as usual, but taking a different turn to find out your challenges and some exciting time as well. I believe as we get along, you are seeing what we are doing on daily basis. Tomorrow we have another activity, which I know because you'll be doing your interim submission, you need to commit some time to. I would just like to encourage all of us. If you're unable to be at the CBA, any of the sessions, either on Slack or Gmeet, just reach out to me personally. Tell me why you wouldn't be able to participate. I think that also helps in making you job ready, that you want to really reach out to tell your supervisor why you're unable to participate. That alone is a good sign. So I just encourage us to do that the more. We know the time, so let's make time for it. I just don't want it to be extremely workload much. So it's a bit flexible for you to fit in. And whenever we share videos, TED Talk videos, try as much as possible to watch it and run your commentaries whenever I request for them. At the end of the day, I keep scoring you on participation. So let us keep that vibe going. Let us show that forth. That would really be helpful. All right. Is there any challenge that you have you'd want me to know about?
Sorry, please. I missed this morning's session. I don't know when the video will be uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah, the Slack. Yeah, it should be as soon as possible. I think it's off. So it will be uploaded. Maybe you should check in back in the next 30 minutes.
Thank you.
Yes. Did you tell us your week? I think we are wrapping up. So can you tell us about your week, your challenges, and then
I,
the good thing?
I did already.
You did already. Okay. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. So guys, I hope to catch up with you on the Slack, and do reach out. Like I said, participate. Just participate. And if you have any challenge, reach out to me and reach out to any of my colleagues as well. Oh, Patrick, you joined late. So would you just tell us about how your week was? One challenging thing and one fun thing. Then we can wrap up. Run out of time. Patrick, are you there or you're gone? Oh, okay. All right, sure. No problem. Okay, so guys, Patrick, you can type that, but we just end the conversation.